Hi folks, with Tacitus today, your pushback channel, and thank you for joining this audio live stream. Please listen to this presentation as you would a radio broadcast. In this essay, I'd like to talk about the globalist, tightly coordinated, tightly scripted, centrally scripted international propaganda campaign about abortion, and that it's referencing the United States in particular, and it's really a sort of a backhand way of doing a hit piece against Trump. But just looking at, I didn't notice this at first. I saw an article that was, again, outrageous propaganda and lies and untruths and ridiculous inferences and associations. You know, very much the architecture of that globalist left-wing type propaganda. The globalists use the left wing as their foot soldiers out. They put them out front. They'll discard them completely once the globalists have put in place what they're trying to impose on us internationally. But anyway, the hit piece. So I noticed that, and then I noticed a number of follow-ups and looking at other news outlets, the same, and then looking at the same was happening in Britain and Canada and the United States. So clearly it was internationally coordinated and scripted. You got to hand it to the globalists. Their control of the international media machine is not absolute, but gee whiz, it's they've got nearly all of it in terms of the mainstream. Their only competition really is the odd one or two smaller media outlets, and then of course the online, which they're desperately trying to shut down. But coming back to the abortionists, the way they frame it is in scare porn type terms. So the US Supreme Court that was stacked by evil Nazi fascists, literally Hitler, Trump, overturned the federal abortion statute and returned the determination on abortion, how it should be managed, to the states. So each state now decides its own policy and its own approach, its laws to abortion. Some sort of have abortion that you can only be up to 16 weeks. Others you can murder the baby after birth, which seems quite astonishing and hard to believe, but nonetheless. And there are others sort of in between. Some of these things are being challenged in regional state courts. So the whole thing hasn't shaken out fully. But all that happened was that the Supreme Court says this shouldn't be a federal issue. It should be a states issue, and it's gone back to the states. But that's nowhere in these articles, or certainly anyone that I've seen, is that pointed out. The inference is, although it's not explicitly stated, the inference is that abortion has been outlawed. Women no longer have control of their bodies. Scare. Women are now second-class citizens. Double scare. Women are dying. Many women are dying because of this, because of Trump and the evil Nazi fascist, literally him. So they're making all these claims. Now, needless to say, the so-called experts that they're citing are really radical activists, radical pro-abortion activists, and there's all sorts of stories made up that there was some sort of Christian guy who was silently praying outside of an abortion clinic, and he was arrested. And it has been reported that 1 million swastikas were found in his house. Hitler personally. So they try all these backhanded smear tactics as well, that anyone that opposes the abortion thing must be literally Hitler. And this is their go-to pretty much in everything these days, and has been for quite some time. But coming to the lies, firstly, is that abortion has been banned. That's not true. It's not even remotely true. Each state decides their own, and I think in 20 states they permit abortion up until I think it's about the time of natural birth, and with all sorts of other. Now, even in the states where they've got fairly on a relative basis at least, much tighter conditions like 16 weeks, and they still have plenty of outs for incest, rape, and where the view, the medical view is that the fetus or the child would be hopelessly handicapped, and so there are numerous outs. So this idea that women are being denied abortion or prevented from it and have no control of their bodies, these are absolute and total lies. And just going through just the article from the local media outlet here, and it was quite a decent, about 600 words. Just going through it, there was one lie per paragraph, so really the whole basis of the thing was lies. But those same lies are the same lies used in Canada or Britain or the United States or New Zealand or wherever. So it's an international propaganda campaign. But again, if it was such a big bad issue, they wouldn't have to use any lies. The facts would speak for themselves. But they don't use any facts, and wherever a fact is cited, it's only cited in the abstract. For example, the US Supreme Court did overturn the federal abortion statute, so that's true. But it was done to disempower women by Donald Trump, and no, that wasn't done. To make women second-class citizens and deny abortion. No, that didn't happen either. That's all lies. The states now take care of this, and there is no state in the United States where you can't get an abortion. So this idea has been denied to women especially, and so on. Then there's an argument about, well, why don't women have control of their own bodies, and what's it got to do with you men, or what's it got to do with other people, or so on. Well, where were these same people when the government was mandating everyone had to take a jab, the COVID jab? Where were these same people then? Isn't that why people didn't have control of their own bodies then? Isn't that an issue? Oh no, that's not an issue. It's only an issue where we can get political mileage out of it, and therefore, so very, very disingenuous arguments. But I wanted to really do this video just to bring home again how centrally coordinated and tightly scripted and very well funded, how all the media outlets are falling in line. Every government funded media outlet is falling big time in line with this scare porn about abortion being disallowed and women are second-class citizens and this sort of stuff. And there's also adverts being done now by entertainment celebrities or former celebrities who one of them, I think, is in her 70s, talking about how she can't get an abortion. I mean, you're 70. What are you going to get an abortion? Excuse me, am I missing something here? So very disingenuous all around. But the main takeaway from this is these people are, or this propaganda. They've obviously sat around and said, okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to say? Let's get the talking points set up. Okay, send out the memorandums to all the media outlets, and they're all falling in line and all coming out with the same story, telling the same lies, and it's all happened instantaneously. So at the push of a button, and the emails go out, and then all of these media outlets fall into line, telling these outrageous that they know to be lies. They know it's untrue. They know it's a misrepresentation, but they do it anyway, demonstrating that they're just following the directions of their ideological paymasters and nothing else. You've been with Tacitus today, your pushback channel, and thank you for listening.